running black through the center of my ears, fed by every silence and compounded by the fears of a boy who learned too early that the world don't bend for soft, that tenderness is currency that leaves you paying cost. I watched that river widen through the decades of my life, watched it swallow summer mornings, watched it swallow my first wife, watched it take the easy laughter that a young man carries free, watched it pull the colors under till there's nothing left but me. Black river running, boys, black river running deep, carrying everything I've lost and everything I keep, rolling through the lowlands for this long and heavy chest. Black river running east now, running toward its rest. My father was a stone wall on the edge of a cold field, a structure with a purpose and a purpose unrevealed. He stood between the farmland and whatever lay beyond, but never stood between his children and the dark of which we're fond. I don't blame that man entirely. He was built by harder hands, by a grandfather who crossed the sea from unforgiving lands where men were made of granite and the granite made the men, and softness was a rumor that the wind would spread, and then the wind would take it somewhere it could grow in gentler soil. Because in the country of my bloodline, softness came to spoil, came to weakness, came to ruin, came to all the things we fear. So we built our walls and kept them in, we kept them every year. Black river running, boys, black river running cold, carrying the instructions that the fathers gave the old, rolling through the same channels that were dug before my birth. Black river running silent through the dark inherited earth. I spent my 20s building what I thought a man should be, a monument to toughness that the world could plainly see. I wore my scars like medals and my silence like a crown. I thought the man who needed nothing was the last man standing down. I thought the man who needed nothing couldn't suffer any loss. I thought the man who needed nothing never had to bear a cross. So I cut the ropes to everything that might have made me need, and I stood alone in nothing, like a monument to greed. The greed of self-protection, the starvation of the heart, the slow and practiced surgery of keeping men apart from the very things that feed them, from the vine of human touch. I thought I was being strong, boys, I was just afraid too much. Black river running, boys, black river honeymoon began to crack. When the stone facade developed all these lines across its back. When the weight of all the nothing I had curated through the years came pressing through the granite in the currency of tears. I wept in a truck stop bathroom somewhere east of Abilene. The ugliest and truest thing that I have ever been. Bent over a cold sink with the fluorescent light above, crying for a life half lived, and everything I shoved away and down and under and beneath the river black. All the tenderness I buried in the roads I can't go back. All the moments I slipped through when I should have been awake. All the hands I never reached for and the chances I didn't take. Black river running boys, black river running hard, carrying the remnants of a life lived on its guard. Rolling past the exits that I should have taken years before. Black river running hungry, always wanting, always more. But rivers don't run on the black. I learned that in the sink. A man can hit the bottom and discover how to think different than the fathers and the grandfathers before. A man can be the last one carrying the thing and carry it no more. I drove out of that truck stop. There is a river running black through the center of my ears, fed by every silence and compounded by the fears of a boy who learned too early that the world don't bend for soft, that tenderness is currency that leaves you paying cost. I watched that river widen through the decades of my life, watched it swallow summer mornings, watched it swallow my first wife, watched it take the easy laughter that a young man carries free, watched it pull the colors under till there's nothing left but me. Black river running boys, black river running deep, carrying everything I've lost and everything I keep, rolling through the lowlands of this long and heavy chest. Black river running east now, running toward its rest. My father was a stone wall on the edge of a cold field, a structure with a purpose and a purpose unrevealed. He stood between the farmland and whatever lay beyond, but never stood between his children and the dark of which we're formed. I don't blame that man entirely. He was built by harder hands, by a grandfather who crossed the sea from unforgiving lands where men were made of granite softness was a rumor that the wind would spread, and then the wind would take it somewhere. It could grow in gentler soil, because in the country of my bloodline, softness came to spoil, came to weakness, came to ruin, came to all the things we fear. So we built our walls and kept them, and we kept them every year. Black river running, boys, black river running cold, carrying the instructions that the fathers gave the old, running through the same channels that was dug before my birth. Black river running silent through the dark inherited earth. I spent my 20s building what I thought a man should be, a monument to toughness that the world could plainly see. I wore my scars like medals and my silence like a crown. I thought the man who needed nothing was the last man standing down. I thought the man who needed nothing couldn't suffer any loss. I thought the man who needed nothing never had to bear a cross. So I cut the ropes to everything that might have made me need, and I stood alone in nothing, like a monument to greed. The greed of self-protection, the starvation of the heart, the slow and practice surgery of keeping man apart from the very things that feed them, from the vine of human touch. I thought I was being strong, boys, I was just afraid too much. Black river running, boys, black river running wide, carrying the armor that I welded to my side. Rolling through the valleys where the lonely men are made. Black river running darker in the darkness of the shade. There was a season in my 40s when the monument began to crack, when the stone facade developed all these lines across its back, when the weight of all the nothing I had curated through the years came pressing through the granite in the currency of tears. I wept in a truck stop bathroom somewhere east of Abilene, the ugliest and truest thing that I have ever been. Bent over a cold sink with the fluorescent light above, crying for a life half lived and everything I shoved away and down and under and beneath the river black. All the tenderness I buried in the roads I can't go back. All the mornings I slept through when I should have been awake. All the hands I never reached for and the chances I didn't take. Black river running, boys, black river running hard, carrying the remnants of a life lived on its guard, rolling past the exits that I should have taken years before. Black river running hungry, always wanting, always more. But rivers don't run only black, I learned that in the sink. A man can hit the bottom and discover how to think different than the fathers and the grandfathers before. A man can be the last one to carry anything and carry it no more. I drove out of that truck stop with the dawn breaking red. Something cracked and I've been called a widow maker since the year of 49. Not because I killed a woman, but because I killed the time. The time a good man needs to grow into something true. I hollowed out the hours and I handed them to you. And you took them like a patient woman takes a heavy stone. You carried what I gave you till your back was to the bone, till the cartilage of kindness wore completely through. And the widow maker finally made a widow out of you. Widow maker blues, darling. Widow maker blues. I don't make the headlines, but I darken all the news. I don't raise a hand in anger, but I burn the whole house down. With the slow and steady nothing of a man who won't be found. My first wife was named Eleanor. She had the voice of bells. She laughed at Sunday morning like it cast its private spells. She made the kitchen holy with the smell of bread and sage. And I rewarded all of that by locking up my cage. I sat across from Eleanor through 7 years of meals. Never once told her the machinery of what I feel. Never once pulled back the curtain on the country of my mind. Left her knocking at a door and never letting her inside. Widow maker blues, Eleanor. Widow maker blues. A man can love a woman and still give her nothing true. A man can share a bed and share a table and a name, and leave her more alone than if she'd never played the game. Eleanor got wise to it the winter of year 8. She packed her things on Tuesday with the patience of the great. She didn't curse or throw things, didn't even raise her voice. Said I deserve a man who makes me feel like I'm a choice. I stood there in the doorway, watching everything depart. Not a word came out of me to argue for my heart. Because what do you say, boys, when the woman's right, when she's named the very darkness that you swallowed every night? Widow maker blues, boys. Widow maker blues. The prison of a quiet man is one that never shows. No bars, no locks, no warden, walking heavy down the hall. Just a man inside a silence, and the silence takes it all. My second wife was Margaret, strong as river clay. She knew what she was getting, thought that love could find a way. She came in with her eyes wide open, toolbox in her hand. Said, I know you need some working on, and I'm prepared to stand. For years that woman chiseled at the stone wall of my chest. For years she brought a lantern to the darkness of my west. She found the rooms, I boarded up, she swept them clean with care. She hung the pictures on my walls and flowers everywhere. And still I couldn't give her what a woman has to have. The daily reassurance that a man can be herself. That morning confirmation that she's chosen, that she's seen, that she's the whole geography of everything you mean. Widowmaker blues, Margaret. Widowmaker blues. I saw you working miracles, and still I couldn't move. I watched you love me harder than a woman ought to try. And all I gave you back was silence underneath the quiet sky. Margaret left on a Sunday, which I think was her last gift. She gave me one more morning before making the final shift. She made the coffee, set the table, sat across from me, and said, I'm leaving after this, and you won't disagree. She was right, I didn't disagree. I just sat and stared into the coffee black as midnight that she'd always prepared. I said, I know, and she said, I know you know, and that's the thing. A man who knows and doesn't change don't deserve the offering. Widowmaker blues, boys. Widowmaker blues. The damage that I do ain't sharp, it's more like a long fuse. It burns so slow, the burning almost seems like something else, until the house is gone and every man is by himself. I've been called a widowmaker since the year 49. Not because I killed a woman, but because I killed the time. The time a good man needs to grow into something true. I hollowed out the hours and I handed them to you. And you took them like a patient woman takes a heavy stone. You carried what I gave you till your back was to the bone, till the cartilage of kindness wore completely through. And the widowmaker finally made a widow out of you. Widowmaker blues, darling. Widowmaker blues. I don't make the headlines, but I darken all the news. I don't raise a hand in anger, but I burn the whole house down with the slow and steady nothing of a man who won't be found. My first wife was named Eleanor. She had the voice of bells. She laughed at Sunday morning like it cast its private spells. She made the kitchen holy with the smell of bread and sage. avoided all of that by locking up my cage. I sat across from Eleanor through 7 years of meals. Never once told her the machinery of what I feel. Never once pulled back the curtain on the country of my mind. Left her knocking at her door and never letting her inside. Widowmaker blues, Eleanor. Widowmaker blues. A man can love a woman and still give her nothing true. A man can share a bed and share a table and a name, and leave her more alone than if she'd never played the game. Eleanor got wise to it, the winner of year 8. She packed her things on Tuesday with the patience of the great. She didn't curse or throw things, didn't even raise a voice. Said, I deserve a man who makes me feel like I'm a choice. I stood there in the doorway, watching everything depart. Not a word came out of me to argue for my heart. Because what do you say, boys, when the woman's right? When she's named the very darkness that you swallowed every night. Widowmaker blues, boys. Widowmaker blues. The prison of a quiet man is one that never shows. No bars, no locks, no warden walking heavy down the hall. Just a man inside a silence, and the silence takes it all. My second wife was Margaret, strong as river clay. She knew what she was getting, thought that love could find a way. She came in with her eyes wide open, toolbox in her hand. Said, I know you need some working on, and I'm prepared to stand. For years a woman chiseled at the stone wall of my chest. For years she brought a lantern to the darkness of my west. She found the rooms I boarded up, she swept them clean with care. She hung her pictures on my walls and flowers everywhere. And still I couldn't give her what a woman has to have. The daily reassurance that a man can be herself. That morning confirmation that she's chosen and she's seen. That she's the whole geography of everything you mean. Widowmaker blues, Margaret. Widowmaker blues. I saw you working miracles, and still I couldn't move. I watched you love me harder than a woman ought to try, and all I gave you back was silence underneath the quiet sky. Margaret left on a Sunday, which I think was her last gift. She gave me one more morning before making the final shift. She made the coffee, set the table, sat across from me. said I'm leaving after this, and you won't disagree. She was right, I didn't disagree. I just sat and stared into the coffee black as midnight that she'd always prepared. I said I know, and she said I know you know, and that's the thing. A man who knows and doesn't change don't deserve the offering. We don't make a blues boys. There's a road that runs through nowhere, and I know every stone. I walked it in the darkness, I walked it all alone. The trees on either side leaning like they're listening close, wind between them carries every sin I want the most. I've never been a righteous man, never tried to be. Righteousness was something that was never meant for me. I came into this world already wearing someone's debt, and every year I live it down, I only go more in. The devil knows my boots, boys. The devil knows my stride. He's seen me walking long enough, he don't even need a guide. He just stays a half step back, he lets me lead the way. Because a man like me don't need no help to lose himself astray. I've cheated cards and matches, I've lied in Baton Rouge, I've told 100 women that I swore that I was true. I've broken bread with preachers, and I've drunk with men in chains, and I carry every one of them like ballast in my veins. There was a man in Memphis who I should have let alone, a dispute about a bottle and a woman and alone. I left him in his grievance and I took the midnight road, but I've carried what I did to him as part of my payload. The devil knows my boots, boys. The devil knows the sound of a man who keeps on moving, so he never has to I've been sober for a winter, and I've been drunk for years. I've wept in empty churches, and I've laughed away my fears. I've stood at the edge of rivers, feeling nothing but the cold, and I've pulled myself back every time, stubborn as the old. There's a woman in Savannah who still keeps a light on low. She said, I'll be here waiting even though you have to go. I don't deserve that woman, and I tell her every time, but she looks at me like something in me still deserves to shine. I don't know what she sees there in the ruin of my face. I don't know how she finds a man worth loving in this place. But I carry her like medicine, I carry her like proof that even the most broken barn can still support a roof. The devil knows my boots, boys, but he don't know my heart. He knows the finish line of me, he don't know the start. He knows the weight I carry, but he don't know why I do. He knows the man I became, but not the boy I once knew. That boy was bright as copper on a cloudless August day. That boy had his whole future laid in front of him like hay. That boy believed the world would meet him somewhere in the middle. That boy is still inside me like the answer to a riddle. And every now and then at dawn, when everything is still, I feel him stir beneath the years like something with a will, like something that survived the fire, battered but not gone, like the ember in the iron, small and dark but carrying on. The devil knows my boots, boys, the devil knows my name. He's logged my every failure and he's cataloged my shame. But he hasn't got my ending, and he hasn't got my soul, because that boy in copper light still flickers in the cold. I've been down in the valley where the shadow has no end. I've been up on the mountain. There's a road that runs through nowhere, and I know every stone. I've walked it in the darkness, I've walked it all alone. The trees on either side lean in like they're listening close, and the wind between them carries every sin I want the most. I've never been a righteous man, never tried to be. Righteousness was something that was never meant for me. I came into this world already wearing someone's debt, and every year I live it down. I only go more in himself astray. I've cheated cards and matches, I've lied in Baton Rouge, I've told 100 women that I swore that I was true. I've broken bread with preachers, and I've drunk with men in chains, and I carry every one of them like ballast in my veins. There was a man in Memphis who I should have let alone. A dispute about a bottle and a woman and alone. I left him in his grievance, and I took the midnight road. But I've carried what I did to him as part of my payload. The devil knows my boots, boys. The devil knows the sound of a man who keeps on moving, so he never has to be found. He hears me in the gravel, hears me in the mud. He's been following this trail of mine since before I was blood. My grandfather was a preacher in the Georgia red clay hills. He could thunder from the pulpit with the voice of all God's will. But on Monday he was something that the Sunday didn't show, and the women in the congregation all were first to know. I don't tell that story lightly, don't tell it without weight. I tell it because every man should know the thing that waits inside the best intentions. When the darkness comes around, when the preacher and the sinner both are fighting for the ground. The devil knows my boots, boys. The devil knows my cross. He's seen the preacher in me, and he's seen the total loss. He don't distinguish Sunday from the Monday of a man. He just waits for what was always there to execute its plan. I've been sober for a winter, and I've been drunk for years. I've wept in empty churches, and I've laughed away my fears. I stood at the edge of rivers, feeling nothing but the cold, and I pulled myself back every time, stubborn as the old. There's a woman in Savannah who still keeps a light on low. She said, I'll be here waiting, even though you have to go. I don't deserve that woman, and I tell her every time, but she looks at me like something in me still deserves to shine. I don't know what she sees there in the ruin of my face. I don't know how she finds a man worth loving in this place. But I carry her like medicine, I carry her like proof that even the most broken barn can still support the roof. The devil knows my boots, boys, but he don't know my heart. He knows the finish line in me, he don't know the start. He knows the weight I carry, but he don't know why I do. He knows the man I became, but not the boy I once knew. That boy was bright as copper on a cloudless August day. That boy had his whole future laid in front of him like hay. That boy believed the world would meet him somewhere in the middle. That boy still inside me like the answer to a riddle. And And every now and then at dawn, when everything is still, I feel him stir beneath the years like some. This morning, with gravel in my chest, the devil left a calling card, said he'd take the rest. My boots are worn to leather, my soul is worn to bone. Every road I walk down leads me further from home. The whiskey don't burn no more, I've swallowed too much fire. The woman that I love the most called me a goddamn liar. Maybe she was right, boy, maybe she was right. I've been lying to myself since I was born into this night. Hellhound at my heels, boys, hellhound at my heels. Ain't no doctor on this earth gonna cure the way I feel. The darkness is my blanket, and the cold ground is my bed. And the only honest thing I know is everything she said. I walked the crossroads midnight, lightning split the sky. Didn't sell my soul that evening, it was already gone. Why try? The wind came howling through me like it knew my name. Said, boy, you've been a sinner since the very day you came. My daddy was a hard man, drove on through the earth. Said, son, you're born to suffer, been that way since birth. I watched him dig his own grave with his two bare hands, and I swore I'd be different, but I'm following his plans. Hellhound at my heels, boys, hellhound at my heels. Ain't no river deep enough to drown these broken wheels. The moon don't shine for sinners, and the sun forgets my face. I've been running from my shadow through this God-forsaken place. Carolina left me standing in the November rain. Said I love you like a hurricane, but you bring the same. You bring the flood, you bring the wreckage, you bring the debris. I watched the taillights disappear, and something died in me. Up and down in the delta, where the cypress trees cry, where the Spanish moss hangs heavy like a funeral lullaby, where the catfish run in midnight and the gators know your sin, where a man can disappear completely and never come back again. Hellhound at my heels, boys. Hellhound at my heels. The rust is eating through me. I'm nothing but old steel, dead and broken, cracked and hollow, blackened by the years. And the only thing I'm full of now is whiskey, smoke, and fears. I don't pray no more to heaven. Heaven don't know my name. I burned every bridge I ever crossed, and I'm the one to blame. Stood in the church of ruin with my hat in my hand. Couldn't find a single reason left to try to be a man. But a man don't stop his breathing just because the light is gone. A man picks up his sorrow like a stone and carries on. I'll drag this broken body down to where the river bends, and I'll lay it in the current and let the cold black water mend. Hellhound at my heels, boys. Hellhound at my heels. These chains around my ankles, Lord, they're more than I can feel. Every scar across my knuckles is a chapter in my fall, and the hellhound keeps on running, boys, and that's the worst of all. So I drink to every woman that I ever drove to tears. I drink to every morning that I wasted through the years. I drink to all the fathers who turned into their own. I'll drink until this body finds its way back home. The gravel in my chest now is turned to solid stone. The devil took his calling card, said, boy,